Right now, someone hasn't eaten in exactly 48 hours. Their body is running on absolutely nothing. No food, no calories, just water. And here's what nobody tells you. They feel better than they did yesterday. Their mind is sharper. Their energy is higher. And their body just performed the most radical metabolic transformation possible. This is day 2 of water fasting. And what happens inside your body is nothing like what you'd expect. 24 hours ago, this person's body was burning sugar. Glycogen stores in the liver and muscles were running the show. But something dramatic happened overnight. The last molecule of stored glucose was consumed around hour 24. And now, the body had to make a choice. Shut down or switch fuels entirely. It chose to switch. What you're about to see is the most extreme metabolic transformation the human body can perform. Hour 24 to 28. This is called the ketosis crossover. Your liver glycogen is completely empty. Zero. Gone. Your body's BHB levels, that's beta-hydroxybutyrate, the main ketone, crossed 0.5 millimoles per liter. That's the threshold. You're now in nutritional ketosis. But here's the mind-bending part. Your heart and muscles actually refuse to use glucose now. They've switched exclusively to fat and ketones. Your body is running on stored fat, and it's more efficient than sugar ever was. But wait, your brain still needs glucose. So where does it come from? Your liver becomes a glucose factory. This process is called gluconeogenesis, literally making new glucose. At hour 14, this factory was providing 54% of your glucose. By hour 42, 93%. Your liver is manufacturing about 80 grams of glucose per day from proteins and fats. It's like your body learned to make gasoline from thin air. Here's what shocks everyone. You're less hungry on day 2 than day 1. Scientists measured ghrelin, the hunger hormone, every 20 minutes for 33 hours straight. The result? Eating absolutely nothing made people no hungrier than when they started. Over 3 days, ghrelin actually decreased. The false hunger from yesterday, that shakiness, irritability, it's gone. Your body has adapted. The waves of hunger still come at your normal meal times, but each wave is weaker than the last. Meanwhile, something incredible is protecting your muscles. Growth hormone production has exploded from 0.64 milligrams per day to 3.2 milligrams. That's a 5-fold increase. This isn't just some minor bump. This is your body's emergency muscle preservation system kicking into overdrive. While you're burning fat for fuel, growth hormone acts like a protective shield around your muscle tissue, preventing it from being cannibalized for energy. Your brain is getting an efficiency upgrade. Brain ketone concentration has risen from 0.05 millimoles per liter to 0.60. But here's the kicker. Ketones deliver 25% more ADP per molecule than glucose. Your brain is literally running on premium fuel. BHB also acts as an anti-inflammatory molecule, reducing brain inflammation. Most people report the fasting high hitting right around hours 36 to 40. Mental clarity through the roof. Focus like a laser. All while eating absolutely nothing. Hours 32 to 36. This is autophagy's peak window. Low insulin, suppressed mTOR, elevated AMPK, the perfect storm for cellular cleanup. Your cells are literally eating themselves. Damaged mitochondria, misfolded proteins, broken organelles, they're all getting consumed and recycled. LC3-2 levels are elevated while P62 is decreasing. Both confirm your cells are in maximum cleanup mode. This is the process that won Yoshinori Ohsumi the 2016 Nobel Prize. Hours 44 to 48. Something remarkable is beginning. PK, protein kinase A, is shutting down. This is the master switch that puts stem cells into regenerative mode. IGF-1 levels are dropping, reducing aging signals. Intestinal stem cells have doubled their regenerative capacity. You're not just cleaning house anymore. You're building the foundation for your body to rebuild itself from the ground up. Your immune system is getting a complete overhaul. White blood cells are retreating to bone marrow. Monocytes and lymphocytes are being recycled. The old, damaged immune cells are being broken down and replaced. It's like your body decided to completely rebuild its defense system while you weren't eating. The immune regeneration that happens at 72+ hours? This is where it begins. While the rest of your body transforms, your gut is getting a vacation, and it's using that vacation wisely. Without food to process, the cells of your gut lining switch from digestion to repair mode. MIT researchers found that intestinal stem cells doubled their regenerative capacity after just 24 hours of fasting. These stem cells shift from burning carbohydrates to burning fatty acids, the same fuel switch happening everywhere else. The gut microbiome is changing too. Fasting promotes expansion of protective bacteria while reducing intestinal inflammation. But here's the fascinating part. Many of the gut's biggest benefits don't happen during the fast itself. They happen during refeeding. When you're primed, repaired gut absorbs nutrients far more efficiently than before. Here's the dirty secret of day 2. Most of the symptoms people blame on fasting are actually electrolyte deficiency. Headaches, dizziness, nausea, brain fog, muscle cramps. Every single one is a sign of low electrolytes, not hunger. Your body loses sodium, potassium, and magnesium through urine at an accelerated rate during fasting. Day 1, you had residual stores from food. Day 2, those stores are critically low. You need 5,000 to 7,000 milligrams of sodium, 1,000 to 3,500 of potassium, 300 to 500 of magnesium every day. And here's the dangerous part. Drinking plain water without electrolytes actually makes it worse. It dilutes your blood sodium, causing hyponatremia. The fix is simple. Salt your water. Take magnesium. Get potassium from salt substitutes. This one thing separates a miserable fast from an easy one. Your cardiovascular system is responding to this fast in a big way. Blood pressure in hypertensive women dropped from 158/96 to 146/89 after just 48 hours. That's a 12-point drop in systolic pressure without any medication. Your heart rate variability is shifting. One study found increased parasympathetic activity, the calming branch of your nervous system. But another study found the opposite, sympathetic activation, your body's alert mode kicking in. The reality? Both are happening. Your body is mobilizing energy through norepinephrine while simultaneously lowering the chronic stress on your cardiovascular system. Day 2 blood pressure drops are more pronounced than day 1, especially if you started with elevated levels. If you're on day 2 and wondering why you're freezing, it's not your imagination. After 48 hours of fasting, your core body temperature drops by about 0.36 degrees Celsius. Doesn't sound like much? It's enough that your body can no longer properly maintain temperature when it gets cold. After just 12 hours of fasting, thermoregulation is still perfectly normal. But by 48 hours, the system breaks down. Your hands and feet get cold first as blood flow shifts to protect your core organs. This is your body conserving energy, reducing heat production to save calories. Dress warm. Skip the cold shower. Your body is already working hard enough. Night 2 is where sleep gets weird. RxNA, the wakefulness neurotransmitter, is elevated from fasting. Norepinephrine is keeping your nervous system on alert. 2 out of 3 Ramadan fasting studies found the normal circadian cortisol rhythm was completely disrupted. A 48-hour fasting study in healthy women found parasympathetic withdrawal with simultaneous sympathetic activation. Your body is literally stuck in alert mode. Night 1 sleep was probably fine. Night 2, lighter sleep, more vivid dreams, earlier waking. Many people describe it as sleeping with one eye open. Your body doesn't want you asleep when resources are scarce. This is an ancient survival mechanism. Be alert, find food. Day 2 emotions are a roller coaster, but not the one you'd expect. Studies show fasting simultaneously increases irritability and feelings of achievement, pride, and control. Hours 24 to 30 are the peak of irritability. Glycogen is gone. Ketones aren't high enough yet. But by hours 36 to 48, something shifts. Clinicians report fasting frequently accompanied by increased vigilance, mood improvement, and sometimes euphoria. The fasting high is real. But here's the key finding. Experienced fasters show decreased negative moods during fasting, while newcomers show intensified negative moods. The more you fast, the easier it gets emotionally. Your first day 2 is the hardest. Every one after that gets easier. Let's talk real numbers. By 48 hours, most people have lost 4 to 6 pounds. Sounds incredible, right? Here's the truth. 2 to 4 pounds of that is glycogen and water. Each gram of glycogen binds 3 grams of water. When 500 grams of glycogen depletes, 1.5 to 2 kilograms of water goes with it. Actual fat loss: about half a pound to 1 pound over the full 48 hours. At 2,000 calories per day metabolic rate and 3,500 calories per pound of fat, the math gives you about 1.1 pounds of pure fat. But here's the shift. Day 1's weight loss was dramatic, but mostly water. Day 2's weight loss is slower, 1 to 2 pounds, but it's proportionally more actual fat since glycogen is already gone. Should you work out on day 2? The answer is nuanced. Studies show maximal strength is largely preserved through 48 hours. Hand grip strength, standing jumps, anaerobic capacity, all mostly unchanged. But endurance takes a hit. Without glycogen, your body can't fuel high-intensity work. Sprints and heavy lifts feel brutal because there's no stored carbohydrate to burn. The safe zone: walking, gentle yoga, light stretching. If you must lift, cut intensity to 50 to 60% of your normal weight. Avoid anything that makes you sweat heavily. You're already losing electrolytes faster than normal. The worst thing you can do on day 2 is a CrossFit session followed by nothing but plain water. Most people who fail day 2 make one of 6 mistakes. Mistake 1: breaking the fast too early. Hours 24 to 30 are the hardest. Many quit right when it's about to get easier. By hour 36, most people feel significantly better. Mistake 2: drinking only plain water. No electrolytes means your symptoms get worse, not better. Mistake 3: overexercising. Your muscles still work, but heavy exercise depletes electrolytes through sweat and accelerates protein breakdown. Mistake 4: if you DO break, eating a massive meal. Break with bone broth first, then small portions of easily digestible food spaced 2 hours apart. A big carb-heavy meal after 48 hours causes bloating, cramping, blood sugar spikes, and crashes. Mistake 5: not staying busy. Boredom is the #1 enemy of fasting. Experienced fasters all say the same thing. Mistake 6: using the wrong electrolyte products. Many contain sugar or artificial sweeteners that spike insulin and break the fast metabolically. Let's be clear about when you should stop. Severe dizziness or confusion: stop. Heart palpitations or irregular heartbeat: stop. Vision changes: stop. Chest pain: stop immediately. Blood glucose below 54 milligrams per deciliter: stop. If you're vomiting 6 or more times in 12 hours, stop. And watch for starvation ketoacidosis, rapid breathing, abdominal pain, fruity breath. It's rare in healthy people, but can emerge at 48 to 72 hours. If it happens, rehydrate with sodium, consume 15 to 20 grams of fast-acting carbs, and get to an ER. And a 48-hour fast is not for everyone. Not for pregnant women, type 1 diabetics, anyone with a history of eating disorders, or people on blood pressure or blood sugar medications without medical supervision. Here's the part that breaks everyone's assumptions. Your metabolism isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. Resting energy expenditure rose from 3.97 kilojoules per minute on day 1 to 4.53 on day 3. That's a 3.6% increase. Driven by elevated norepinephrine, your body is actually burning more calories while eating nothing. Everything you've been told about starvation mode. At 48 hours, it's completely wrong. Let's put this in perspective. 24 hours ago, this person was running on glucose, storing fat, and operating in maintenance mode. Now, they're burning pure fat for fuel. Their brain is running 25% more efficiently on ketones. Their cells are in maximum cleanup mode. Growth hormone is protecting their muscles. Stem cells are preparing to rebuild. Their immune system is getting a complete overhaul. And their metabolism is actually faster than when they started. This is why day 2 is the hardest. Not because you're starving, but because your body is performing the most radical transformation it's capable of. You're not the same person you were 48 hours ago. Every cell, every system, every metabolic pathway has shifted into a completely different mode. And if you think day 2 is remarkable, day 3 is when the real magic begins. But that's a story for another video.